Welcome to another Mixology Monday. I'm Jordan. This is Lee. What are we making today, Lee?
So today I have a little shot for you and a little treat bar we're gonna make, because this is our St. Patrick's Day episode, so we got to do something a little extra special for it.
Awesome.
So the liquid clover, it's really easy. It's my kind of little play on a liquid marijuana, which is a really popular club drink, if you want to call it that. And yeah, and it's green, so it looks great for St. Patrick's Day. So if you want to start by adding some ice to our shaker.
Sure thing.
And the cool thing about this drink is that I made it really easy to scale up or scale down. So every ingredient is going to be a 1/4 ounce less than the one before of it. So for example, the first ingredient we're going to be using is our Muddy River coconut rum. It's fantastic coconut rum made with real coconut, so it actually tastes like coconut. And we're going to be doing 2 ounces of this in our shaker today. Normally it's going to be 1 ounce per person. The next thing we're going to be adding is Midori. The Midori is a Japanese melon liqueur. It tastes really great. It's not super sweet, it's not super strong flavor, mixes very well. And we're adding 3/4 ounce of that, or 1.5 ounces per person, or 1.5 ounces total for this drink. And then the last thing we're gonna add is lemon juice. Always use fresh squeezed if you can. And that's gonna be 1/2 ounce per person, so 1 ounce total here.
Smelling good.
It smells really good. If you wanna shake that for me, we can go do that.
Okay. What do you think? Decent?
Flip it back over. There you go.
Look, you're teaching me as I do this.
And then from here, you could either open pour it into the glasses so you get some ice with it, or you can strain it into your glass if you want it on neat style. So you can do whatever you want. I want mine with ice, so I'm just gonna pour a little here.
Cool.
Make sure we got it even for everybody. And this would be really great to sip on, but if you didn't add the ice, this would be a great shot. And it's also, you know, like I said earlier, super, super easy to scale up and make a whole batch for your party. So,
Nice and green, looks tasty.
cheers.
Cheers. All right, now we're on to part 2, the St. Patrick's Day treat. What are we making today, Lee?
So we're making some Lucky Charms bars. So it's super easy. We're gonna start by melting some butter. So if you wanna dump that in there.
Sure thing.
That is just 4 tablespoons of butter. And I'm just gonna break this apart just so it melts a bit faster. So you're gonna wanna let this melt fully before we add the next thing. All right, so now that the butter's melted, we're gonna add 8 ounces of mini marshmallows. And we're gonna do the same thing that we did with the butter, just throw them in there and let them melt. Moving on to the next thing now, which is, and this is the fun part. You can't be at a rum distillery making something without rum in it. So now we're adding our Queen Charlotte's Reserve 1-year barrel aged, and just gonna pour that straight into there. It's probably gonna cook some of the alcohol out, but you still get some of the flavor, which you know is the important part when you're cooking with rum. We're just gonna give that a stir. Make sure it's fully combined in there. That smells awesome. It smells great. So making sure it's in there. You can really smell like the salt, the saline kind of quality that you taste in our rum. This comes out here very nicely. So, and now that that is fully combined, we're gonna add our Lucky Charms now. You can't be a St. Patrick's Day treat without some Lucky Charms in there.
You already get okay?
So we're adding 6 cups here.
I'm excited. I haven't had Lucky Charms in a while.
Yeah, this is honestly the first time I'd ever had Lucky Charms. So now we got that in there. We got the heat turned low, pretty much off, and we're just gonna stir that and get this fully combined in. It does help if you have a bigger pot for this, get more surface area out of it. So I just took that off the heat. We got everything fully combined. And now you're gonna grab a little cake pan or whatever you're gonna put this in, and you're gonna give it a good spray. Make sure it gets nice and coated in there. You don't want these sticking to the pan. Then all you're gonna do is just scoop it out. All right, now that's out of the pot, we're just gonna flatten it out, making sure it's kind of forming to the shape of the actual container that it's in. Making sure that it's all even. It's gonna dry all together. All right, and then you're just gonna let that cool, and whenever it's cool and ready to eat, just cut it up and you got your Lucky Charms bars. There you go.
Looks tasty.
So right now this could be the final product, but I wanted to take a little step further. I had some extra marshmallows left over. And so we're gonna sprinkle some marshmallows on top of there. Jordan's gonna do that for me. And then we're gonna melt them on there. So at home, you could maybe use a hair dryer, definitely the broil setting on your oven. But we're at a distillery, so I wanna use a heat gun. So we're just gonna throw that on there. Make sure that kind of gets all nice and soft in there. And this will help your treats stick together too. And there you have it, guys. That is your liquid Clover and Lucky Charms bars. Thanks, Jordan, for helping me out here.
Thanks,
Hope
Lee.
you guys make this at home and enjoy it as much as we are. Cheers.
Cheers.